What's good, everybody? This is the one and only GM, and today I'm gonna talk about that fighting games ain't fighting games anymore, man. I made a tweet on X, aka Twitter, and I basically said fighting games ain't fighting games anymore. People just care about what your political background is, who you dating, what vitamins you taking, and nothing about the fighting games themselves or what kind of people you like to date. And it's just crazy right now. And you know what's funny about the status was that a lot of people were saying all kinds of stuff that the stats had nothing to do with. They started talking about, left, right, up, down. They started talking about, people liking whatever they like and people against that. They were just going off the walls. And I'm like, yeah, I proved my status right of what I said. If y'all seen Twitter in the past few days or this whole year when it comes to fighting games, has nothing been about the games themselves, man. It just been about what's going on with the games and all the political stuff that people was into. For example, look what happened to Evo. If y'all don't know what happened with Evo recently, they got bought by the Saudis. The Saudi Arabian people had bought Evo, and a lot of people are very vocal about it and upset. The FGC in general been mad about the Saudis buying Evo and pretty much owning the FGC because they own the FGC now. The biggest parts is EWC. The Saudis just own the whole thing. So it's like one of those things. Like, to me, you either got to accept it or quit. If you don't like what they doing, they putting money in it. The FGC been not the FGC for a long time, though. My thing is, if you don't like what's going on and you don't agree with it, just quit and do something else. It's easy to walk away from something. So basically, most people are mad about Saudis buying the FGC is because Saudi is like not down with any LGBT, any of that stuff. They not down with that. So you can't be like no pronouns. You can't dress certain ways at the events. You can't do none of that. So a lot of that crowd is extremely mad about that, and they don't want to support the FGC no more. But the thing is that they own everything now. And another thing too, you could just go to your regionals or your locals. But it's always been politics in the FGC. I give you an example of some of the politics that was happening in the FGC. When COVID hit, these tournaments force you to take a vaccine just to enter tournaments. You have to wear a vaccine, you have to wear a mask, and some people just wasn't down for that stuff. We wasn't, like, I didn't take it, and there was other people I knew that didn't want to take it. So since we ain't take it, we wasn't allowed to play in tournaments. You was basically banned from playing in tournament. And obviously, the vaccine now, nobody cares about it no more all of a sudden. Like, COVID don't exist no more. Nobody cares about it. And some people got sick from doing it. I know mad people that went to tournaments and they took the jab or whatever. And they still got COVID like 80 times. But, that's another thing. So me, I'm the type of person, if I'm not feeling something, I just quit in general. I just quit. So that's why I don't really mess with the whole tournament stuff. Besides other things, they force you to do stuff that you don't want to do, like real life stuff. You don't take this, you can't go to our tournament. People get banned for the things they say too. Like, people say certain things, they get banned from tournaments, they can't compete no more. Filipino champ, he got banned for saying a off the wall joke. He got banned completely. He still can't compete at Capcom Cup. Infiltration got banned for his real life situations that he didn't even go to jail for. That's another thing too. That's why I tell you, they can't separate the fighting games from the from real life. I think when somebody, like, for somebody to get banned from a tournament, this is my opinion. For somebody to get banned from a place, they have to be a danger to society and a straight up criminal. That's the only way. They have to be like a straight up criminal that's been jail time and is dangerous to society and everybody that's at the venue. Then you should get banned. But other than that, it shouldn't be like that. That's why I say fighting games ain't fighting games. Before, fighting games are just about who wins, who loses, and that's about it. Like, we'll talk trash in the arcades, make fun of you, what I'm saying, laugh at you probably, But other than that, we accepted all types of people. All types of people came to the arcade. All types of people have been going to tournaments forever. And we never questioned what they like, what they do in real life, how they look, how they act, their race. None of that. That's never been a problem. So I don't know why the FGC all of a sudden turned like this. That is all about race and who likes who and what you like in your background and what you believe in. It's never been like that. And by making it like it makes it not for everybody. It's not for everybody. And obviously not everybody's going to agree with everybody. So everybody's going to be fighting eternally over these things. I saw Sonic Fox. He was upset. The Saudi thing. But at the end of the day, he's still going to get his bag. So he's in a rough spot. That he don't like what they doing. He don't believe in it. But he's still going to go there and get his money. You know, some people might look at him as being hypocritical. Because you say all this about that and you don't support it, but you still go on their tournaments and getting that money. You know, getting that money is respectable, but, you know, you still said what you said. That's why I said, if people don't really like what's going on, you could literally just back off. I didn't like the way the FGC was going, forcing you to do that, banning people for what you believe in, and all this politics that have nothing to do with the game. Nowadays, when it comes to even content, I'm tired of content. Content, people just like drama, raging, and they don't even care about tutorial stuff to help you get better at the game. They don't. Nobody cares about that type of stuff no more. All they want to see is people get angry. They want to talk. They want to see people talk spicy stuff. Nobody even cares about what's going on in the game anymore. People just love drama. That's what they like. That's what they come through to see. Everything else don't matter at the end of the day. It's not like before with these fighting games where we just played it because we wanted to get better at the game. Like me, I've always been a person that getting better at a fighting game always felt great. Nowadays, people don't even care about that. They want to see who's going to punch who's going to say this about somebody, or who dating who. And then they cancel you. I give you another example. Like the joint that happened with Joe Crush, bro. That had nothing to do with Tekken. But everybody literally said they hated him. They wish this happened to him. He should quit and all that stuff just because he talked to cheat or whatever you want to call it. Cheat, talk to another girl while he's engaged. Like obviously, you know, that's his business and that's his relationship. But you shouldn't end his career and Tekken career and end everything over some real life stuff. Let's be real, man. Dudes cheat all the time, man. Everybody be cheating all the time, son. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he even physically cheat. He was just talking to Joe on the low, even though that's still bad. And he should have just kept that on the low with his shorty. And his shorty shouldn't have put him on blast like that on social media. But he's a known figure, so it makes sense. But things like that have nothing to do with fighting games to the point that you gotta be like, yo, he's this and that. I hate him. He shouldn't be. We don't mess with that guy. And his career for fighting games should be over. Man, separate the stuff, man. Like at the end of the day, when it comes to all this drama and this hate, is hate outside of the games. Is hate. I know a lot of people hate Tekken 8, but most of the hate has nothing to do with the game, son. Anytime I get mad at the game, it's not with the game, it's with the people. You know, it's just the way the FGC is with everything. And the thing is, man, people be talking about grassroots tournaments and support them. They ain't none no more because they got bought out by the corporate sponsors. They ain't no grassroots tournaments, especially in the East Coast. And the East Coast, every single tournament is done. Every tournament is gone. So that's another thing too. If you compete in the East Coast as an L, you can't go anywhere no more. And obviously the New York scene, like people like Arturo and stuff says is dead. Like you get like 12-man turnouts at these events. And the reason why is because everybody that used to run the stuff is not around no more. And everybody just stopped playing because it's not worth playing no more, bro. There's barely any regionals because everything got bought out. You know what I'm saying? By the corporate. The only tournaments nowadays is literally like the big boys like Evo, CEO, and Combo Breaker, which are all owned by the same people. So you got no choice. You got no real training regimen no more. You know? And another thing with this esports thing that's corny is like, yeah, it's esports now, but the pots are still bad. One thing people got to think about is that now that the Saudis bought Evo and stuff, that means the payouts for Evo and all that is going to be way better now. So that's good for people that are actively competing and just playing for money. So the payouts on stuff like Evo and stuff is gonna be way bigger, just because the Saudi boys bought it. So that's a thing. But at the end of the day, people still have their beliefs. So that's one thing. But even though the payouts are bigger, everything is way more expensive now because it's corporate now. So basically, going to all these tournaments costs more than going to like Comic-Con or something. It costs as much as going to Japan, these tournaments. To be real with you, you spend like 2 to 3K to go to the tournament. And then, the payouts are but with this new involvement with the Saudis, the payouts will be bigger, but you still spending an arm and a leg without any proper training. Because you need regionals and you need locals to get proper training for tournaments. Or what we used to do back then, what I used to just go to locals and regionals and just win them joints and then use the money from them to go to the real big tournaments that cost more money, like Hamburg and CEO. You can't even do that no more. You can't even grind tournaments no more to save up money. The only thing you could grind is online tournaments. And you know how how unreliable them boys are with the bad net code and all of that. So you literally, that's the only thing to grind now is online tournaments if you want to use tournament money to go. Back then it was easier. You go to locals every week, go to the regional happening every other week, and use that money to go to the majors. Now they ain't none of that no more. You gotta do online all day, or if you want these back tent type dudes, I'm not gonna say who they are, just stream and put donation drops every month to go to these events. It's a L at the end of the day, man. But I wish more people would just play fighting games and remember what made games fun. What made games fun, well, at least for me, what makes fighting games fun is getting better, learning the game, learning the matchups, learning how to adapt to situations. Nowadays, it's just people complaining all day. Oh, this game is broken. Oh, you downplaying your character. This character's carried. My character needs to get buffed. People suck now, man. People suck. And the reason why they're so vocal and suck now is because they know if they complain, the developers are going to listen and then cater the game to them to help them win. Back then, the only thing that will help you win is your own skill. You know what I'm saying? So this whole complaining and stuff is lame, son. Get better at the game and stop complaining. Downplay this, downplay that. You downplayed because you're not good. Like, it's just been like that the whole day. I don't know what's good with these dudes with these fighting games. Mad emotional, son. Everybody should just get better at the game, and if you don't like what's going on, don't support it, man. That's what I did. I wasn't feeling the FGC no more with the whole politics and and you gotta do this, you gotta do that, and just the way it was is corny, son. No locals, no regionals. There's nothing no more. I used to support every local and every regional, and that ain't no exist no more, son. You can't even go and train or go to a tournament, son. Is this online catered now? So for everybody complaining, everybody mad, walk away from it, bro. If you don't like it, stop doing it. You don't need to keep doing something in life that you do not enjoy. And I feel like a lot of people are too egg-headed for that, to not stop doing stuff they don't like. If you don't like it, stop doing it. But my stats had nothing to do with what people were talking about. Oh, the anti-this, anti-that, you this and that. My stats was literally for you people that say these stuff that got nothing to do with fighting games, son. Even when people come to my stream, I never want people to talk about all this stuff because it has nothing to do with the game, man. Game's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be what you think it is. Oh, like, this game don't like me because I like these type of people. No, bro, it's a fighting game. The game don't care what you like or who you date. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened with Arslan. People was on his neck because they found out that he took steroids, son. It was like that he a performance enhancing. You know what I'm saying? That man was like Hogan in the 80s, just a Pakistan version, doing the Arslan Ash atomic leg drop on people's neck with the steroids, making his defense better at tekken. That's what people thought. You know what I'm saying? And then they found out it was somebody just gave it to him and he wasn't really taking it like that. But like stuff like that got nothing to do with the actual Tekken game. You know what I'm saying? That's just like real life stuff. Look what happened with Low High. That he got the whole joint with the girl and stuff like that, and then they canceled him because they say he did this and that to a shorty, and he came back out of nowhere, got sponsors, started winning, and everybody forgot about it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of situations like that in the FGC that people bring real life to it, And that's the only instances that people just let the fighting game play, and he did his thing and came back. But that's one of the many examples of the FGC. I think people just talk too much about non-fighting game stuff. I wish everybody would just get along, play these fighting games, and not worry about what each other believes in. People be throwing stuff around people's necks, and they start fighting and wanting to end each other over stuff that's not fighting games. Everybody used to get along, everybody used to like each other, and we never talked about what we believed in, or politics, left, right, up, down, start, what I like, what you don't like. We never did that. So I hope this video goes around with people, and y'all start remembering what made fighting games cool, man. Have fun, get better at the game, and don't judge people based on what they like, what they look like, or what they do, or what they believe in, man. Keep that separate, man. Just play these games and have fun, man. And that's all I gotta say. fightinggm_tekken is a Twitch. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what y'all think about the state of fighting games, because it ain't good right now, man. People too busy talking, you know what I'm saying, when they should just be practicing and getting their game up, you heard? And stop complaining about characters, because back then there was no patches. You either stepped it up or you was whack. And also take criticism on when y'all suck, because a lot of times y'all ask for coaching and we give y'all coaching, and then y'all got mad because y'all too sensitive. Learn how to take a L and learn how to get better, you heard? On that note, peace out, take care, laters.